time.
No knives as of yet in the grand final, but GAMBIT got a clean round from there. Lost one player, but still up against that full eco. They take the lead 4-1. Money still in a difficult position for Immortals, man. We said that double orb setup's going to be very deadly, but with all these force buys, they don't have the chance to bring it out early here. Turn number 6, and they've got 4 M4A4s. A Famus as well, no kits, and these are the sort of rounds you have to work a little bit harder than the frag, especially against a team like GAMBIT. Maybe you want to be pushing for the first kill, but they'll be so passive at the start, GAMBIT. We'll see whether they can actually get anything going here. 4-man stack towards outside as one player on in up. They're going towards Pop Dog very quickly here, GAMBIT.
In, flash over, but they overlook it. Oh, Dren thankfully saves Hobbit's life. Doja follows up to get Lucas. Sansus contributes further. Doja steps up once more as well. So not only does he save Hobbit, Hobbit stays alive, and all of it. Bomb goes down. It's a 4 versus 1, and Henny, although it helped, will not have much chance to room to move, rather.
Yeah, this is a really nice call from GAMBIT. Nice fast pace this time, simple execution of the smokes. They know the money's to be low for Immortals. They won't have the orbs to challenge either. Famus and M4s there, and it's a Dren finding that first shot once more. Dosia of 2 quick headshots, and that's round done. Immortals have no kits going into this round, so Henny can't even consider trying to win it. 4 versus 1. Hobbit's down to 12 HP. He might get 1 kill, and he'll be walking to his position right now. But Henny, can he find the timing here? Of course he can. Finds that, and that's all he'll find. Upgrade to the AK-47 and fall back.
Barely fall back as Mo tries to get an op shot toward him. Smoking himself at Ivy. He won't go back toward T-spawn because that's being pursued. So they'll take the M4 over, but it's GAMBIT's turn to have a healthy lead at the start of the game, 5-1.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So the timeout comes in for Immortals, their first one of the second map, and so far haven't really arrived here on train. They had a lot of force buys. They won the second round, but that can sometimes get out of hand. As soon as GAMBIT got back into it, you're forced to do the same thing. You just can't get yourself established in terms of the financial situation. Henny saves the M4, and with this pause of deciding what they can do with this round. You can see the money's not great. Maybe an HE stack towards outside, that could be something. It's very unlikely to win this round. It's up to Henny now, who performed amazingly on Cobblestone. Can he get anything done here? 3 HEs come in, as I said, probably going to be used towards that main entrance. That's where Dren's been most of the time. But GAMBIT reading the situation quite nicely. Hobbit just with that Mac-10, he'll be able to throw himself into situations first, farm some cash with that lesser weapon. Every kill he gets with that, $600 in the bank, and even if he gives it away against armored opponents, it's pretty useless. So it's great for him, not so good for the CTs as they pick it up.
Mo tries to go for a Guardian-esque wall bang towards Z.
He does. Nothing for it. Quite rare to see that find a kill, but always worth a go.
It's easy enough to line up, doesn't cost much time. Does give away the ops there. Dren going back in has to be cautious of steel. He seems to be very proficient when he gets the pistols on close quarters. Many times he's come out successful. This time he will be shut down. Significant that they cannot give up another gun to complement Henny's M4 early, because then things get awkward. The next to go. Way through. AWP is going to watch off Pop Dog as they Molotov. They expect to be a player in the corner. It's KZ actually at the ladder itself. Good, therefore, from Hobbit not to commit. Only goes up, but Hobbit will find one on the SMG.
Yeah, this is GAMBIT not giving anything away here. Finding that rifle, they knew the weapon was safe in the previous round. Shut that down, commit towards outside, pins to every single position, and find the kills towards Pop Dog, Ivy, main entrance, you name it, they're there. And they're finding frags, Lucas and Bolts. Upgraded pistols here, not worth the save. They'll be buying into the next round. And maybe, Matt, we do see a double orb setup. Maybe maximum loss bonus next round after losing 5 rounds in a row. Lucas might get 1 kill here. If he saves the rifle, that certainly helps him out. But regardless, he'll be able to buy.
Bolts they actually get to. I'm going to say they'll find that AK, they'll pursue it for that reason. Toward the stairs. You're right though, if they can pull out the double off, that's where they are most effective. So I say they were going to find it, but doesn't necessarily guarantee the kill, does it? So they're not going to send Mo on the Jace. T-spawn. Nearly does Lucas, nearly does save it, but good find from a Dren. So now it really forces the call for investment.
Surely it's double orb at this point. There it is, it's coming out. This is when we're going to see Immortals arrive, surely. They're so deadly, such a formidable duo, Henny and KNG. KNG especially has been fantastic in this tournament. Henny, you saw what he did in the previous map, but Bolts this time, 1 for 7. He needs to start arriving here, but still very early days. Sure, there's a huge disparity in terms of the scoreline right now, but they can still get back into this as we enter round number 8. 1-1 for Mo, and I assume this will be a slow-paced round. GAMBIT have been good at adjusting the pace, but that's when they're reading the financial situation very well. They'll know that Immortals are fully equipped, and it's Mo and Henny going at it. Henny out, coming out on top. It's going to be Hobbit to drop first, and he did get tagged up in the process. So it's a 5-on-4, finally for Immortals here.
Start to see a battle at Ivy. Immortals didn't really take too commonly or often in previous maps. Or did big, for that matter. We saw a very stale Ivy in that regard. It's normally a lot more controversial and early in the round especially, but right now Dren slows up. As you say, Hobbit went down early. Henny therefore can back off inside of the site. In fact, he'll rotate all the way around to the old bomb position, very passive, and play late round AWP. Bolt's more effective and forward.
Bolt's by himself. It's Ivy, which is the main point of attack from GAMBIT here. Zeus and Dosia trying to find the next pick. Lucas in an exposed position, trying to work with KNG here, who's got the AWP, but Lucas, I'm not sure he gets much done here, but can't find the frag. There it is at the KNG. Isolated, but it's starting to hit shots.
Hits a shot indeed, but that's going to allow the Immortals to just sweep the round away. Because as soon as he hits one, although he gets traded back, and he's able to rotate over, it's perfect from Immortals to shut them down.
Yeah, especially with that first pick coming in, capitalizing on the advantage they had. Towards Ivy, we went for GAMBIT. I didn't think Lucas's position was going to bring much. It didn't, but the AWP stepping up there, managing to recover those from the previous round as well. It's a tactical timeout for GAMBIT. They're first, as they will consider changing things up, trying to adapt. And the tactical timeouts can be mind games as well. You could be suggesting we're going to be changing something up here. We're going to be going for another fast rush, and it kind of gets Immortals thinking, maybe forces them to a situation they don't want to be in. Immortals can't really go for the super aggressive stuff with the double AWP setup. They can push towards Ivy, go for the pick towards T-Spawn. That's pretty expected. They can go towards lower ramp, close range with that AWP as well, but I don't think you'll see much more than that. Will be round number 9 coming in. Current scoreline 6-2 in favor of GAMBIT. Decent buy available for the T side. Mo back on that AWP. We'll check in on his score as well. 5-3. Still yet to arrive. We'll see if we can get further into this.
Double up obviously stays out. Mo very quick with his Molotov, won't allow him any further. He still has the position at the bottom of the ladder if he wants to go for a peek late. KNG. So towards Z connector. After the flames comes the smoke. Gets Bolts. Opening that matters because they'll force the CTs to change their setup. Although they're patient in doing so, they won't budge just yet because they still know they have the utility advantage at the outer site, at least for a moment longer. They are running low on it now.
Bolts having a bit of a nightmare of a game here, 1 for 8. Usually anchoring. This time he was joined by Henny with the AWP. Bolts went for a full commitment for some point at the upper platform. Had Henny to back him up, didn't have to take that duel. Taken down by Hobbit. Sure, he dinks him in the process, but gives the man advantage away. And as we've always said, GAMBIT, they're so good at operating these situations. Get that early advantage. Their executions will be on point. Bleed the CTs out. Still the double AWPs though. Immortals will be fighting back here.
Fine from Steel. Pushes up though, Mo. The T side up. Now it's down to just the double ops and 1 M4, which is going to have to be crucial and pivotal in the round as Lucas still waits at backtracks. Getting closer and closer is Dosia. Getting closer and closer is KNG on the AWP. He's able to find the kill, and so is Henny on Hobbit. Zeus, alone for a moment in the B site, has to back away and let Mo join him. He won't play the high territory. A WP for Mo as well, keep in mind, so he wants to watch rotations and anyone entering, and he expects they're closer than they are. Quite be able to spot Lucas as he gets in behind the train. You don't know, X-Ray. That's a benefit to the spectators. We just saw his perspective and there was nothing to find. It's all going to be the AWPs.
Oh, these shots they're hitting. This is when they start getting warmed up. I was following the POV of the AWPs throughout that round. They're getting there now, Matt. The flick shots are coming through, and this is what I was excited about, the prospect of this double AWP setup for Immortals. Very difficult to shut down, even after losing the first pick there. The retake, that should be a really difficult situation for them. Going into that bomb site, close range with the AWPs, is hitting everything though. It doesn't bother them whatsoever. Here's the replay. KNG, after hitting that shot outside as well, finishes things off. Starting to get to the GAMBIT guys now. After having that huge lead, it's starting to slip away. It is 6-3 still, they still have money after the plant coming through, but 2 rounds in a row for Immortals. It's whistling away at the GAMBIT economy here.
Steel aggressive again to Pop Dog. Same smokes toward Sandwich. KNG and Henny are both toward the yard, both close to the positions, trying to be fortified and occupied. Adren, he's already inside of the quad position, but KNG pre-scoped. Gonna try and wait to see if he can get anyone crossing out of the gap. Good jump down, but Doja gives up the bomb that far away in hell. It's fortified by the AWP. If Henny can find even 1 kill, he helps significantly, but a better shot from Mo will open the position. Bolts now still has vision of Doja's blunder, if you want to call it that, because he's taken out Mo. That's the AWP, and all he has to do is hold Hobbit in the corner. Hobbit needs to slow it therefore, but he can't do it. Bolts may steal this back.
He might do. He's been very quiet in this half so far, Matt, but 50 seconds to work with here. Comes Zeus in the backtracks. This could be the perfect play. Bolts will be expecting it, and Zeus takes him down. Could have been a really problematic situation there. The bomb going down in that position, what a blunder. It was the change of pace from GAMBIT. They've been slow throughout this one, and then going towards outside. A few smokes deployed, trying to get those first picks, and it seemed like it was going perfectly. But KNG with the AWP hits the shot, takes the bomb down, and Bolts, as we said, very, very quiet so far, but almost finds one of the most important kills of the game. Zeus is the one that picks it up, and we go into round number 11. Back and forth game, 7-3 in favor of GAMBIT. The money's weak now for Immortals. 3 pistols, KNG though, he's got that AWP. We need him to step up here. What's the play?
Yeah, able to build up that bank early. GAMBIT, they survived the 2-round loss. Keep it close in both. Money gets limited once more. Zeus will find Lucas on entry. KNG misses the shot on cross. He's going to rotate around with Henny rather than sit open and alone inside of the site. Backtracks play for split doesn't seem to be the call because no one's going over toward B, but they'll at least hold station. On the GAMBIT side, who I have to say seem to be the fan favorites that we've discovered. Goes back up top stairs, can't find anyone. All still there. KNG missed on his first attempt, has a second chance, but he needs to find an angle quickly as they get closer and closer. Angle that nearly got 2 as they crossed over. They'll still find Adren, goes back for more, but Zeus gets it with a Mac 10 up close. Bomb will be planted. Steel's gonna be quick to get to Pop Dog if he can get through, because Zeus, they've dropped the bomb, may have to turn. He may have to give up the angle, which will give Steel the entry. Steel gets shoulder bait out, getting damage in. Has to be very careful, this Zeus.
Brave.
Very brave, but he's causing time to be a factor, and more so positional for Bolts, because as they put their eyes on him and don't get the bomb to replant it, Steel's going to rotate around. Bolts can start to watch it. This again comes down to a drop bomb. 4 HP as well for Zeus.
Still within a chance here, Immortals in the force buy. Bolts 2 kills, looking to rectify the previous clutch going against him. Bomb planted, Zeus low HP. It's him and Mo to work together here.
Gets in very close, as you say, towards Zeus's position. They're on either side of him. He's down. Would have been traded potentially either way. With the hop has it all to do. No kits. Molotov in behind the E-box. Check name aim, but he's going to walk out late from it. AWP, but it doesn't even matter. What a shot from Bolts. 4 kills and he redeems himself.
Yeah, looks amazing there. Bolts throughout that round. 4 kills, got 3 in the previous as well. Couldn't clutch that one out, but this time he delivers. Manages to pick up the AWP as well. Mo, you can see he's having a rough time this game, but still, it's back and forth once again. Bomb goes down for GAMBIT. They can just about buy into this one. With 6K on Zeus, he can drop 1 AK, and they'll do what they can. Limited in terms of utility. A couple of players maybe down to Tech 9s here. 7-4. Immortals, not done with Train just yet. He picks up the last 3 out of 4 rounds. And Bolts, just great teamwork here with his teammate Steel. He goes to the full defuse. I want to see this shot. It looks very crispy from the POV of Mo. It certainly was.
Again, the bomb being dropped. Zeus, you said Steel was brave. That fight took so much time. Bolts was able to just slip in undetected. Just when GAMBIT think they get away, they have control of the situation. Immortals find a way immediately back in. And now their money is running low. It's break, no matter who wins this. KNG starts it off, but Adren responds. Better shot, KNG again, bomb goes down. It's out of Doji's hands. He's putting the flames! But even when he's hot, he'll hit the shot. Goes back and takes out Hobbit as well.
They're coming back into this emphatically. What a performance in this double orb. We did say as soon as that arrives, it's going to be a bloodbath. Immortals now, once they've stabilized, are looking very good indeed. 7-5, looking to win the half now. They shut down the money finally of GAMBIT. That was the force buy with the Tech 9s and Galil's, the AKs, but KNG, he's been one of my favorite players of this entire tournament. What a performance, his first ever major, and playing like this, it's unbelievable. Round 13 now, GAMBIT have to take the full eco, P250s, Glocks, that's it. And Immortals have a chance to stabilize themselves for the latter stages here of the first half. After going down 6-1. And he's still fighting back, they're looking much better.
Much, much better. GAMBIT start having cause for concern. Bolts take out Zeus. And through, quite far enough with its ricochet toward Doja. Bolts could go directly behind him, thank you for the gun. Doja will pick it up. May not still be enough to work with, but we'll find out.
Yeah, there's a blunder there from the inside boys. Giving 2 weapons away, but still, he should be able to find this frag. No problem at all. Can't get the 3-man spray down, but he finds 2. Dosia with a chance of winning this round. He's only got the M4, no armor. They know exactly where he is. Has to try and plant this bomb, but I think he needs to pick first. Uses that smoke to get it towards Pop Dog. Now we have a clutch situation on our hands. He has some time to work with here.
He's going to just go for it as well. Henny, he's watching, but he's going to go high side. AWP, you better hope that Henny misses. He's looked away at the wrong time. He will miss. He's been tagged as well. Doja, that's bold to sit around for the fight, I will say, considering he needs to get the bomb down.
He could win this.
WP missing gives a massive chance. Rotate back through Z. Doja's gone up the ramp to see if they were heading toward Pop Dog.
Problem is, they've got 2 incendiaries here. Incendiary down lower, upper, diffuse, can't win the round. That's going to be done. If they time it like that, it's over.
Thankfully, he's got 73 HP, so he could push one of them, but it would be a desperate play. One's already gone down. The second goes exactly as you called it. Both positions watched on the diffuse, but a gap inside of the flames. A gap inside the flames, and he goes down! He could spray both, but there's a kit for Lucas. There's enough time. He clutches with 9 HP.
That looked like it's been a double spray down all day long. Like I said, they did use the incendiaries there, but they used the first one just beneath the lower round. They're trying to flush him out in case he was by that bomb train at the first one, but good lord, that got close. If Dozier wins that, he fires GAMBIT right back in there, and this is the beginning of it. This is how he got the rifle. He made it a possibility. This him just getting the bomb down there was enough. That's so close. It's unreal. He dinks the second player. He knows it as well.
So close. Punched off. I have to say as well, I was going to make this point, Immortals are the economy clutch kings, because every time it looks like they're broken, this happened with Virtus Pro yesterday on Morocco.
Yeah.
They win a round that they potentially shouldn't, and it saves all hope. Because this could have been up towards 9-2 at this point.
Yeah.
Or beyond. Looking
very promising now. We do have a buy available for GAMBIT here, but back to the slow-paced default. Setting up some smoke for the start here. They are very good at the old executions. Smokes from the dumpster, from the Pop Dog area as well. Could this be the wall of smokes? It's a good counter for that double orb setup. Try and remove them from the game. The orbs have a lot of pressure at that point, trying to get in front of the smoke and hit some really crazy shots.
Dren in sight. Zeus will do the same. Steals holding train, free fires out. Doja spots it, fires back immediately, so does Mo.
WP shots towards the Ivy, and he starts delivering. And it's actually a very, very nice round from GAMBIT there. Slow default to start, smoke execution, pinpoint precision there on the shots as well. It's round number 15. They're looking for 9-6 here, they might just do it. That previous round, sure, Immortals won it, but it was very expensive. And the wallbang's coming in once again, not landing anything. And the CCs have to fight for these kills at the start, but sent packing from the Molotov.
He will back away, Hobbit. Back to his default position, but it's far from a default based on the rest of them following in. KNG and Steel pushing him in could actually start to pincer. We know Steel had one very good flank already in this match. Timing, what'll it be? Minute and 12. Nate goes down close as the smokes, Molotovs go in. Potentially anyone that was playing up near the ramp, but it's both behind the spool, which is spammable. Zeus tries it. Can't find the angle on it. Hobbit gets Henny, but he got to kill first. Onto a Dread. Good wraparound from Hobbit. And he'll stay forward as well to hold off rotations. Not all of them will come that direction. KNG goes toward Pop Dog instead, but Doja's got that covered off. Does have an UMP though, which could be threatening, but Doja won't allow that to go any further, and Lucas has no real chance in it with just the deagle. 9-6 half for Gambit. They hold on because they had a 5-1 lead that could have amounted a lot more.
Yeah, back and forth first half. That's more like it from Gambit. This is their map pick. They controlled the money, the pace for the first 7 rounds or so, but as soon as Immortals adjust themselves to the force buying so much, a trait they were commonly plagued with in previous lineups of this team. But once the double orbs came out, they looked so good. Bolt started to have a game as well. He was down 1 for 8. Gambit pulling it back. As soon as they started getting shut down by those orbs, they recovered. Once they had their money again, those set pieces. One towards outside, perfectly done. Finished the game off towards the inside area, a similar sort of execution. It's looking very good for them. They go into the CT side of 9 rounds. This is a great start. Win this pistol, we're very likely going to Inferno, which would be a great place to finish off this grand final.
PMG in. They got their first pistol in this game, first in the series that is. They want to do the same. They want to control everything early on. Zeus starts well, Adren follows up. It's all answered back immediately as Henny and Bolts get kills. That's traded again as Hobbit finds one, and Bolts is continuing to find form. He was slow inside of the B site, but now it's a massive problem because Zeus goes low and Bolts and Steel are the two to pull it off.
Bolts is just looking so good. This is something he's been doing throughout this tournament. The P250 on the T pistol, and it's delivered almost every single time. We said they've had this great start throughout, and it's been down to him. The P250 gives you more range, 1-tap potential as well on the pistol round, and he delivers another amazing performance there. Immortals back into this game now. It's going to be a double scout setup there for Gambit. Here's a little replay of those P250 shots. That one especially. Good lord. Good night, Dosia. So double scouts, pistols as well. Looking to replicate the form of Immortals in the second round force buy in the first half. But it's Bolts out there by himself. This could be problematic, but he finds the first pick.
Snoopy gets caught with the nado. Back to it, throws it toward Mo. That'll do damage. Good damage as well. Around the 58. Bolt wraps around 2 to face. Only 1 to find. Mo's able to respond. It's a reload in time as well, and sees everybody's being pushed in from either side. Steel goes back toward the old bomb, cuts off Adren, and it's Doja that remains. Picked up an SMG, whether or not that's worth it. Angie, excuse me, I thought he grabbed the UMP. He actually didn't, so he's still in the 5-7. He'll back all the way off. Ooh. That'll work. That'll pick him up a gun.
That's a nice shot. That's the AK-47. Can't win the round, but this will be useful. We saw what he did on Cobblestone with one AK-47 map. Maybe he can do it again in the next round. There's another kill. Just whittling down the money once again. Keep Immortals modest. Don't let them establish themselves. And remember that Cobblestone round. On the tree, 4-man spray down. He could cause damage in the next round on the CT side of this weapon. If he gets into an advantageous position towards the upper round potentially, maybe push Ivy, get that first pick, find another rifle. This could be interesting. Normally this next round's a full eco, but Dosia, he's going to keep things a little exciting.
1 round between them, but 1 gun carried.
I reckon he's going to do some damage here. I'm feeling it.
Play. Ivy push.
That's pretty much your only option. The thing is, Immortals, if they're smart here, you've got 2 options, right? You probably either rush inside and go towards that upper ramp and have the bird's eye view of the bomb site, or you do a complete slow default here, and you see whether you can work out what the gun is and give you your best shot at that point just to go in the other area of the map.
Going for the all-rifle setup on Immortals side too, which means that even though they have the AK for Doja, Tomas, you could argue he's got the advantage over, the rest are equals. No range advantage. Damage potential, KNG hits the shot on Doja. He's forced off ticket booth already. So the AK down to 23 has to back off. Steel, Bolts inside of the site continue to be a duo that's formidable to get in position. And Bolts is wise to read the fact that Dren's going to rotate back down through ladder coming over from B. And the AK gone this time will not be carried over, but we do go into the gun round. An all-important one as well for Gambit because, as you mentioned, Immortals T-sides have been excellent.
All tied up. After those force buys, Gambit can't bring out the anything here. Do a little bit of damage towards